So these are those map tests that we gave. I know we gave them in Casita's room for 6th grade. We gave them in Braswell's room for 8th grade. So I'm just going to show you the results. You'll get to see, hopefully, you'll be able to log in as yourself. So you just have to do a forgot password and they should be able to get it to you. If not, then we're going to go in. Everybody's just going to log in on mine and we'll just look at it together. So if you're in at nwea.org, then there is a logins. Let me unfreeze this right here. So if you hit login, you're going to see web-based map login. So you just click on that. And your username is going to be your email, your MMPS email when it comes up. They supposedly, when we went to the training the other day, they told us that all the teachers should have gotten a login email. But they said if that didn't happen, and we're not going to worry to try to find it, just type in your email address and then do forgot password and see if it comes up. If it gives you that in your email. Instructions sent, so that you should be able to get that information, hopefully. And I'm going to go ahead and move us to.
Oh yeah, I already got it.
You already got it. Awesome. So once you get logged in with your email and password, and it may be that you have to change your password once you get in, and that's okay too. This is what the page will look like that you see. You know what addresses? So you get the easiest one we're going to look at first. Yeah, is class. Instead of class breakdown, just go to class reports. Okay, then just go ahead and log in here. Then you can change it to whatever you want it to be. Easy for you to remember, whatever. Restart required. No, we're not restarting right now.
Worst timing.
Yeah, this is not a good time. And you will notice you have a bunch of classes. Mm-hmm. This is your first period, first 9 weeks, second 9 weeks. So we were in the third 9 weeks when we took the test. Okay. So you just click on that one and just do one class at a time. Okay. Because it takes longer to load if you do like all of your classes at once, but just do one class at a time. It doesn't matter which one you look at. You can look at your first, second, third, whatever block. That you want to look at. And since Bojack is not here, I'm going to pull up the 7th grade class report. So I'll have kind of a looking at basically the same thing that y'all are going to be looking at. All right. So see, yeah, very good. See where it says view reports at the top? You just click on map reports.
Mine's saying no data available.
Oh. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's because it's spring. You gotta go to winter. Sorry.
Winter.
Yeah,
okay.
You have to pick a winter when you go to view reports. It'll automatically shoot up spring because we're in the springtime, but you have to hit winter, and it's just the reading test.
Okay.
All right, so we're going up. Yeah, just go to class. All right, and so when you scroll down, you're going to change spring to winter. So just go to map report or go to view reports and then hit map. Yeah. And then just change that to winter. And then go down and pick one of your classes. Pick the third one down, whether you do first, second, third, whatever period, because that's third 9 weeks is what that stands for.
Oh,
yeah, I guess in case, like for high school, classes may change from 9 weeks to 9 weeks or semester, so they have them divided into semesters, all right? And that's, yeah, you're good where you are. And you're good where you are.
Report pulls up though, so.
Yeah, so you can be able to see. So what you have is color coded. You have the red, orange, yellow, green up there at the top. And this is just your class breakdown as far as how many kids, and it shows you were low, how many were low average, how many were average, all the way up to the top. We'll get to those parts in just a second. Yeah, just that first. Oh, you're already in the breakdown. Okay. So it shows you, and you can just kind of take a look at how many, all right? So as for Bright's class, this is Bolajak's language class. You can see she has 1 that's below, 1 that's low average, 4 that's average. I'm trying to see if I can zoom out because I'm not seeing this very well as I can see it on mine. All right. And then she has 9 in the high average, and then she has 11 in the high. So that's the breakdown of her kids just in reading. If you scroll on down, it breaks it down into informational text, literature, or vocabulary acquisition. So now you've got it even broken down. Oh, I need to work more on literature. And I think across the board, we all were lower in literature because our focus has been what? Informational text. Okay? So that makes sense. When you focus on this, then this kind of falls behind a little bit. And I know a lot of people, a lot of teachers are doing some literature this 9 weeks. I know in the standards, informational text is first and then literature, and then it's a mix in the third 9 weeks. So a lot of teachers are focusing on literature this 9 weeks, so we should see an improvement when we take this test again in the spring. And then the vocabulary acquisition, you can see how that is. Now if you pull down the next page, it tells you your students. And it gives you every student and where they are. And it starts from the lowest and it goes up to the highest, right? So that particular class period, you might use this to create groups. If you're doing a small group, you might want to make sure that you have these 4 and work with them on right here, literature, low, average. Okay, and then it goes on down. So you can use this as a way to create your groups, figure out what they need with reading, and it kind of helps you form some lessons that they might need, some extra practice on certain things that before they get ready to take the test. All right, so that is your class breakdown. So let's look. I want to talk to you a little bit about the numbers. This right here is the RIT is ready for instruction today. That's what this means, like where they are. This is actually named after a person, okay, but the RIT stands for ready for instruction today. So this is where they are today, all right? So when you look at this is the mean, median, and the mode. The middle section is the median. That was the middle score for all of your students. And then it gives you a breakdown of the standard deviation. The higher the standard deviation, the farther apart your students are. The lower the standard deviation, the closer they are in their academics, understanding. Okay, so you see, there's not really a high standard deviation here. Okay, when we were taking our training on this, we had people that were in the 20-somethings standard deviation. So that means their kids are all over the place. Okay, you want that standard deviation to be very low so that all of your kids fall in and about the same area, so you know that you're reaching all of them, your low, middle, and high kids. Okay. There's another report that I wanted to show you, and I'm gonna just take it down. You can go to back to your map reports, and you can even just pull up a student. So if you just want to focus on a particular student and maybe how that particular student is doing, you click on student, then you click on yourself. Make sure you change spring to winter, because it's just automatically going to go to spring. Anything else y'all want to? Yeah, I was really excited about the information because I thought it really gave us a good picture, especially when it includes Lexile levels, because, you know, we did some VRI testing at the beginning of the year with 6th grade and a little with 5th to try to get those reading levels, but this one test, we got it all.